What's up, everybody? Had an awesome PCP movie night tonight. We are on the way to Batman vs. Superman, and tonight we watched the superhero movie classic, kind of like the grandfather of them all, Superman! Alright, gang, so we watched Superman from, 1978, right? Directed by Richard Donner. This is such a classic film. Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, Marlon Brando. Has a fantastic cast. On the rewatch, I really like the movie. It's got some cheesiness, but of course it's a Superman movie, so it should. I still absolutely hate the ending of this movie, but overall I thought the movie was really cool. It says a lot about mythology, and we will get to that later on. However, first I want to know what the pop culture philosophers have to think about the movie on the rewatch. So, Jelani, what'd you think about Superman rewatching it tonight?
Rewatching Superman, it is an epic film. It is brilliantly told from beginning to not the end. It's Superman, and he's a cheesy Boy Scout. He has that feeling of wholesomeness, but it's truth, justice, and the American way that always shine through with him, and it's amazing on the second watch. I love it.
Christopher Reeve was so good
really
at that farm boy cheesiness that Superman has. It's inherent to the character. And to have that in contrast to the Clark Kent character. Right. And he portrays both of those characters very, very well. I really like that part of
You
this
can
movie.
tell that there's a change, and he's Superman. Like Clark Kent, he's slumped over, he's wearing his glasses, then he takes his glasses off, and he stands up.
We're Superman.
And you can tell. And I love the acting out of Christopher Reeve for that. Rest in peace, bro. Yeah, you did a great job.
J.E., what'd you think about the movie on the rewatch?
Honestly, this is the first time I've seen the film all the way through.
Oh.
And the bad part about this is I kept watching this film like, where's General Zod? And I realized, holy shit, that's the wrong freaking movie.
Yeah,
I got them both confused. However, what goes back to what Jelani said, it's you see Clark Kent, and he's kind of hunched over. He's gangly. He's tall and gangly. He's trying to be aloof. He's trying to, please, don't take me seriously. I'm just Clark Kent with my big-ass glasses. But then, even in the part where he's about to reveal himself to Lois, he takes the glasses off and goes,
Reveal himself?
Reveal himself, my sir.
John Holshoe, what'd you think about the movie on the rewatch?
Take your pants off?
I think it was super, man.
Wow, delicious.
I still love the film. This is my first introduction to superheroes, like I said, was Super Friends. And then the first thing I saw in film was this Superman film.
Okay.
And it blew my mind as a kid. I had Superman pajamas. I remember I lost the capes. My mom gave me a red towel, and I wore that around the house.
Worth it.
I watched the movie 1,000 times over and over, and I still enjoy it. It's got its flaws, but it's a pretty big movie for its time.
Yeah.
I still love it, and Christopher Reeve is still my favorite Superman.
It was so important because it was some of the first time we ever actually saw that. Like, for instance, you will believe a man can fly.
That's right.
And when they said that, they didn't know how they were going to do it, but they succeeded in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a little bit dated, but it also just has some bad missteps in its plot
Believe a
and the
man could wear a
script.
yellow belt and red underpants.
And almost pull it off.
These days, we have leather outfits in comic heroes, and they look believable. He was wearing tights, and you know what? For the time, it was still awesome.
Looked great.
Yeah.
For his time,
even to now,
he was supposed to look that way.
It looks like Superman.
Yeah, he's Superman.
Mike Matthews, what do you think about Superman on the rewatch?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I hadn't seen it in a while, so it's a nice refresher.
Nice refresher. All right, so this movie, if you want to get a little bit more into it, obviously it's right there, but there's like the Christ mythology. Okay, there's like the whole symbolism of Christ, Moses. It's a very similar story. Superman kind of relates to a lot of these sun gods, a lot of these messianic figures, a lot of the sacrificial gods, right? And even to the point where Marlon Brando says, they are a good people. They only lack the light to show them the way. That is for this reason why I have given them you, my only son. Like, it is right there. And I really think they use that. And the idea, and the ending is really dumb in my opinion, the turning the world back around and all that stuff. But the point is, I don't know almost what the point is, because this movie goes about how you are responsible. Like, you are to be a gift and a light to show these people the way. And you cannot use your powers to, like, interrupt human history, but only to help shape them into their history.
Right.
But the movie ends with him playing God and turning time back and saving the day and no repercussions from
Nothing.
it. So, like, I really think that ending that got forced in kind of by the studio with the problems they have with Donner over 1 and 2 and all this stuff, but whatever. Like, aside from that, like, the mythology is there. There's the Christ stuff. There's the Moses stuff. They even mentioned, this is the most important interview since God interviewed Moses. Or Moses interviewed God, I guess it's the other way around. Or was it? Anyway, what about some of the themes in this movie, Jelani?
Well, you hit a great one. I'm ecstatic that was the one you came up with Superman. Mm-hmm. And Superman, for me, it was kind of a love story.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it's not just a love story. It was a father loving his son, giving him to the world. It was the love of course, Clark with Lois. And
the love Superman has for the world.
And the world himself. I was getting there.
That's another thing. Superman is actually, he's written a lot of times and it doesn't work.
It is, man.
It doesn't really work sometimes, Superman, because they write him so Boy Scouty and cheesy, but the key to Superman is that
he's hopeful.
He's hopeful, but he's the most chill dude you know. Yeah. So when Christopher Reeve's in this movie and he's just like coasting, and he's always like, night, send bye, he's just so chill. Right. Superman's almost like a Californian. Just what do you think about some of the themes in this movie?
Well, I honestly, until you brought it up, and now I see it clear as day, the Christ thing, the giving his own son. I think that I do like the fact that he's there to help. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's what he wants to do, and he takes great joy from that.
Oh yeah,
he likes being able to help people.
It brings him fulfillment.
Yeah, and he wants to tell Lois so bad, so you feel bad for him.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
When Usher wrote that song "You Got It Bad," he wrote about Superman and Lois Lane. Speaking of "You Got It Bad," Jesse Jewell, some of the themes in this movie.
I have a theory, and that theory is Superman emits a radiation about himself. That way, when Lois is on Superman's side,
don't touch me, old man.
She doesn't realize that's Clark. Same way with, and they even proved it in the movie, the kryptonite emits a radiation from his home planet that disables him. But other than that, I had a few more things to say about, but I kind of forgot them now.
So J.E.'s theme is radiation.
Radiation.
No, radiation.
Well, no, actually,
you think you know me so well, don't you?
Actually,
you're wrong.
Thank you for saying that.
Mike Matthews, can you elaborate on some of the themes in Superman?
I was really going to talk more about the special effects.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Set designers too.
Yes. A lot of good, not really green screen shots, but when they film.
Not really.
Pretty much all practical, yeah. Good stuff, models.
Dude, Space Odyssey and Star Wars set this up.
Harry dies at like in the first hour, the end of the first hour, beginning of the second hour. That's a model train that's coming, but you don't think it's a model train. It's just
it doesn't have that look. Yeah.
It doesn't have that look or feel, and the dams, being destroyed, and the water's coming, and it's just
it looks like this happening.
It's like model homes,
right?
But, not really model homes.
It's only a model. So overall, we really like Superman. We think it holds up. It has a very special place in cinema history. But overall, it's not the best movie. There has been a lot better comic book movies, but this was the first. And almost every comic book movie, every superhero movie at least, throws back to this movie in some kind of way. And so we always enjoy hanging out for these movie nights. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe if you really like it for more. And check us out on popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and more. And if you really, really, really want to know a little bit more about your movies, you got to do one thing. Dig.